So the idea with formulas is to create a business model where people can actually follow certain steps in a gradient scale, where you can start here, go there, and achieve this result on a consistent, predictable basis. So, for instance, I teach people how to think forward, what's your end goal, how to think backwards, meaning reverse thinking. What if I want to fail? What do I do to fail? Here are the things I would do to fail. Just realizing that makes you know what you shouldn't do. Because almost 50% of success is avoiding failure. But it's not to be afraid of failure. Avoid failure, but once you deal with it and you have a problem, there are certain ways that you have to take action to be able to produce the results you want. So I talk about these things in formulas. For example, business itself. There are 4 stages to business. First, you have the fantasy. Wow, people have a fantasy what they're going to accomplish with the business of real estate or entrepreneurship or whatever. Then the second stage is the nightmare. They go through a nightmare. Problems happen, they weren't expecting them. Then third stage is for them to face reality, the reality stage. They understand what's happening, they actually try to find solutions. Then fourth stage is the settlement. And I'm not saying to settle for something less than they thought, but to settle and find the answers that will help them systematize what they want so they can go from a system to automating it through people and technology to scaling it to be able to expand and grow the proper way and then to sell it, or you don't even have to sell it, you can just step back and enjoy the income. In commercial real estate, I follow very specific formulas. For instance, if you ask me right now, Cherif, what's the best way to start a business? Well, believe it or not, it is not to look for a good product to sell. You got to think different. You got to think of what market do I want to go after? And once you figure that, you're going to figure the product that matches that market. I'll give you a very specific example. In the world of commercial real estate, it is known that I prefer retail buildings. Why? Because the customer I want to deal with is the big national or international retailers. These companies come in, they give me the best lease, long term. They take the business or the building as is. They pay escalations every year more. They give me a triple net lease, meaning they pay taxes, insurance, and maintenance on top of the lease. They give me a corporate guarantee. That is the customer I want. That is the market I'm after. So I go backward and I say, if that's the tenant, I need this building to get the Tommy Hilfiger, the Coach, the Burberrys, and all these big tenants to come into that building. So I can simplify my life. Then I sit for 10, 20 years and enjoy this income, protected by assets that grow in value over time, cash flow that increases, huge safety margin, total liquidity. So the game is pretty simple, but for me to present that simplicity, I have to show them proof. Because it's not just close your eyes and believe. Open your eyes and verify. And then it transforms their life. So instead of dealing residential, buy, fix, and sell, which is very profitable, getting apartment buildings, put tenants and fight with them for rent and all this, just simplify your life. The end goal is simplicity, so start with simplicity.